Hello, my name is Corinne. I'm a feng shui consultant. In this video, I want to talk a little personally about 10 lifestyle changes I made that actually improved the quality of my life. The first one is minimized my commitments. This was by far the hardest one. This one was not an overnight thing. This actually took years. There was a time when my kids were little that I realized I was spread too thin. I think of Bilbo Baggins when he's talking to Gandalf and he says, like butter scraped over too much bread. I was just tired. I was so tired. I didn't have energy to be the quality mom, to be the quality wife that my family needed me to be. So I looked at my schedule. I was volunteering 3 times a week for events, and I was attending 3 meetings a week. I worked 30 plus hours, and I had 2 young kids. I was also doing 2 different sports at that time, and I needed to reduce my commitments. So over a course of a few years, I ended up just volunteering 1 time a week. I brought my sports down to just one sport. And then the meetings, I was just attending 1 weekly meeting. And I went from 30 plus hours a week to 20 plus hours a week working. So I reduced my work schedule as well. That was the hardest one, but it was probably the most important one that I made to simplify my life and to make my life more about quality. Number 2 was much easier. I started making my own coffee. So I was picking up coffee every day, sometimes twice a day. I would buy coffee at a coffee shop. And sometimes I'd buy for my friends. And I realized I was spending $200 to $250 a month on coffee. And I thought to myself, that's a car payment. What am I doing? So instead of spending that much money on coffee, I decided to make my own coffee, and I might as well get really good quality coffee. So I got good quality coffee. I got good quality, creamer, good quality sugar, all the things. Now I have a really fancy coffee maker. But I went from spending $200 to $250 a month on coffee to 1/10 of that. I was spending $20 to $25 a month on coffee at the time. That was a big change. It saved me money. It saved me time. It saved me gas money. So that was a big change in my life. And I actually prefer my own coffee. Number 3 is eating at the table. I'm a Gen Xer. I was raised eating TV dinners on a TV tray in front of the TV. And I decided that I wanted better than that for my family. So we started eating at the table, and I was not the best cook when my kids were young, but it was more important that we were eating together than what we were eating. It doesn't matter if you're eating steak and potatoes or if you're eating Hamburger Helper. What matters is the quality time that you spend together at the table. And now it's something that we all look forward to. If you haven't already done this on a regular basis, it might seem awkward at first, but after a while, it becomes something really nice, something to look forward to. Oh yeah, and I have to tell you that we have a rule: no phones at the table. So, no sneaking, checking your messages or anything like that. So it's just quality time, eating food, and enjoying each other's company. Number 4 is I started grocery shopping only once a week. I was picking up food last minute. I was like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. And I was driving to the store all the time and picking up extra things that I didn't need. And it was really hard to stick to a budget that way. So now I only grocery shop once a week. So it saves time, it saves money, and it's much easier to stick to a budget when you only grocery shop once a week. Number 5 is a fun one. We started doing a family night. I know you hear about couples doing date nights, and I think that's great. But we ended up doing family night. And what it is we do a rotation, and we take turns and we choose what we're eating for dinner and what we're doing as an activity. So it could be a board game, it could be watching a movie of their choice, and there's a budget. We do a $30 budget. We don't always stick to it, but there are times when we go under $30, and then there are times when we go over $30. But the general rule was $30 a night. And again, no cell phones on family night. Number 6, getting rid of 5 things a day. And I'll be honest with you, I did this for years and I got to a place where I didn't need to do it anymore. I was pretty much, we just had what we needed, a few extras, everything that we loved, everything we wanted. And I didn't feel like I needed to, get rid of 5 things anymore. And now we're at this place where I have to get rid of 5 things again. The point of getting rid of 5 things a day is that you are getting rid of things faster than you're accumulating them, and therefore you don't find yourself overwhelmed with clutter and mess. And it's easier to maintain your home that way. Number 7 is starting a morning routine. And I wish I could say it was something, grandiose, like I do Tai Chi every morning, or I do Qigong, or I meditate. But honestly, my morning routine is just having coffee on the sofa with my dogs, and maybe I'll listen to some morning affirmations or something motivational to work on the house. And sometimes I journal, I'll just make a list of what I want to get done that day, or sometimes I just write down my thoughts and I'm, kind of putting my thoughts down on paper. But it's just a time for me to, be calm and focused and just to get ready for the day. Number 8 is I always leave a room cleaner than when I walked in. And it's usually something really minimal, like picking up dirty clothes off the floor and putting them in the hamper. Or, somebody left a dirty plate on the table and I just move it to the sink. When my kids were little and I was explaining this rule to my kids, my son says, "Well, Mom, how come the whole house isn't clean all the time if you're always leaving a room cleaner than when you walked in?" And I said, "Because I'm the only one doing it. I might be cleaning, but you guys are making a mess, so the house isn't gonna be clean all the time." Number 9 is probably my favorite, and that is to make time to play. When my husband and I met, we played video games all the time, and we still play video games after dinner most nights. We'll play for an hour, maybe 2. My daughter, on one of her birthdays, she wanted to do a game night. So we invited all of our friends and neighbors over and we did a board game night, and everybody had so much fun they wanted to do it on a regular basis. So we do. We actually have a game night at our house once a month. We make it a potluck. Everybody brings something. We pick a theme. We'll say Mexican food, so, or Italian food, and then everybody, gets a general idea of what to bring. And, it's just a way for everybody to unwind and have fun and take their mind off of things and, just enjoy each other's company. And it's just a really fun time. And I think we need that. Last one is extremely important. Not as fun as playtime, but still important. And that is to prioritize sleep. In this house, we have an unspoken rule that if somebody is sleeping, we just let them sleep. To me, sleep is sacred, and it's so important to your mental health, to your physical health. Some people need a full 8 hours of sleep. Some people need more. I only need 6 hours of sleep. I don't know if that's bad, but I'm really done sleeping after 6 hours. So I couldn't get more sleep if I tried. Recognize when you're tired. Recognize when you need to go to sleep and honor it. My daughter has always been the kid who put herself to sleep at night. She would be the first one to say, "I'm tired, I'm going to bed," and she really did. I would check on her and she'd be asleep. She wasn't in her room playing or, anything. She wasn't distracted. She would just go to bed, put herself to sleep, and then she was the last one to wake up in the morning. She has this down. She was born to rest, and that's probably why she's so beautiful, because she gets so much beauty sleep. Okay, so that's my 10 things. It's not a list that I got off the internet anywhere. These aren't suggestions that I read or saw or anybody told me. These are genuinely 10 things that I changed in my life that made a big difference. And I thought I'd share them with you, and maybe you could try 1 or 2 and see if they work, and let me know in the comments if you did. If you got anything from this video, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.